Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about some beautiful new RMS products. I have the new SunCoverup Super Tint and the new RMS Setting Powder. Then I have a blush from our RMS. It's not a new one, but it's new to me. It's the first time I'm going to try these RMS blushes and a few other RMS products. I don't have enough for a full face of RMS, but I do have a few RMS products. But before we jump into the products, if you're interested in seeing me try out these new beautiful products, then please feel free to subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell. But let's jump into the products. So at first, here you have the product. It's a very cute bottle. It's a glass bottle, so it's very heavy. And it does come with a pump. And this is a SunCoverup and it's a super tint. So this is a skin tint and not a foundation. And it's with SPF50. And what it says on the box is that this is a long-wearing, silicone-free, skincare-infused, daily tinted moisturizer that hydrates all day with lightweight, breathable coverage that effortlessly evens skin tone for a naturally radiant complexion. And then it does have a long list about its non-nano zinc oxide that protects skin from sun damage with mineral SPF broad spectrum protection and added blue light defense. Okay, so it's sun protection and it's also a blue light defense. But my skin is prepped with my normal skincare and I have my SPF 50 on that I put on my skin every day. That's just my morning routine. I do it every day. So I would never rely on my SPF in my tinted moisturizer or my foundation or whatever it is you're using. It's like an extra layer of protection, but you don't use enough amount of this to get the 50% SPF 50 coverage. So just FYI. And then it says it's powered by Glowplex. It's some skincare system, I guess RMS are using to smooth, firm and brighten. This superior formula keeps skin hydrated with moisture-rich squalane, soothing bisabolol, I don't know what that is, and our balancing RMS adaptogenic herbal blend, providing a radiant, even-toned complexion. And it says to shake well and apply liberally 20 minutes before sun exposure. And reapply at least every 2 hours for sun protection. So let's give this a shake. And I pick up the shade Sand and I was debating towards the shade Sand or the next deeper shade. It's called Tan. But I think that the model for the tan shade, she wasn't even that tan. The model for the sand shade, she was more close to me, I think. So, but these shades are supposed to be very flexible, so they spread out within a range of colors. So I think they say that it's should be fairly easy to shade match because they spread over a wide range of shades. So let's try to swatch this. Okay, so it is a pretty thin texture or a thin consistency, and when I'm kind of smudging it out, it does feel very creamy, very nice. It doesn't have any scent, like a very slight skincare scent, like nothing overwhelming or anything. I think that I can make this shade work. So let's see. Let's put it on the skin. I'm going to apply it with my favorite brush, the Refa B04, the newer synthetic haired brush. It's just my favorite brush. And I'm going to pick up some of the product that I applied to the back of my hand. So it is very thin and applies very lightweight. I think I'm going to start with my fingers just to have a feeling of this. Okay, so it does apply very lightweight on the skin, and it is very sheer, and I can see that I can make this shade work for me. I think it's perfect for me in the winter time, actually. It's a bit light in the summertime, this shade. Then I should have gone up for the shade tan. But yeah, it glides on the skin, very beautiful, very comfortable, like a very nice moisturizer, not like a heavy moisturizer or anything, just like a fairly, not lightweight, not heavy, just right in between moisturizer. So maybe if you're around my skin tone, I would say this is fairly light for me. I could probably have gone up to the tan shade. I would probably have chosen that if I could go back now and choose over, but I still can make this one work, and it's going to work nicely in the winter time. So let me see, I'm just looking into my mirror. Okay, so it's very sheer, very lightweight. It does even out your complexion just a bit, but it is sheer. And you know what, I forgot I would just have put this on one side of my face. I always forget to do that. I just get carried away with the makeup and I'm putting it all over the face. But anyways, this sheer tint, or this tinted moisturizer, it's very beautiful. It does give your skin like a very pretty luminosity. I don't know if you can see it. I'm filming in front of a window and in natural daylight, so I kind of expose myself quite a lot here. But I do really like the finish. It's like my skin is just perfected ever, just a slightly bit. I'm going over this with a damp sponge just to make sure that everything is nice and blended out, because I blended this in with my fingers. But it does look very natural. It doesn't really look like I have anything on my skin. So very beautiful. I'm quite impressed, but it doesn't cover up. I have a pimple right here. It's not that it's covered up, but I don't really care about that. I don't like a heavy layer of stuff on my face, so I don't mind that you can see a little bit of imperfections. I think it makes things look more natural, and like I don't have makeup on. I don't like to look too makeup-y. But it's a tiny bit sticky right now, but I just applied it, so it probably needs to dry down a bit. But yeah, I'm very positively surprised. It does have very light scent. I can smell it now that I have been applying it. So it's like a bit of almost like a herbal skincare scent. So it's a pleasant scent and it is very subtle. So yeah, I like that. So I'm just going to have a look close up in my mirror. It sits beautiful. It doesn't sit on the skin. It kind of blended into my skin totally like a moisturizer. I can't even really see that I have makeup on. That's perfect. That's the perfect way for me. I really love products like this. So very, very happy with this, but I could probably have used shade Tan. Okay, so I don't have an RMS concealer, so I'm going in with my Westman Atelier concealer. I have a dedicated video for this one, and I have been using it in, I think, my monthly update, my September roundup video. I also talked about this one. So if you have seen those, you would know that I really like this concealer. It's a beautiful concealer. I'm the shade M2. And it's a medium with a peachy undertone. And I'm going to blend this out with my Refer B05. And you have been seeing me talk about these brushes a lot too, because I really love these brushes. So this concealer is really growing on me. I really like it. It blends out beautifully. It's a very thick consistency concealer, and it immediately gives you like a medium coverage, and you can easily build this up to a full coverage. So yeah, concealer is blended out, and I apply it to my eyelids as well. I don't set this concealer under my eyes. I set it in the inner corner and on my eyelids because it makes it easier to blend out eyeshadow. Okay, so let's talk a bit about the powder, the setting powder from RMS Beauty. It's also a new setting powder. It's called the RMS Hydra Setting Powder, and I picked mine up in the shade medium. So I think that was 4 shades, but it comes with this little puff. It's actually a quite sturdy little puff, and it has a lid, and there you have the products. A little bit about the claims. It's a long wearing, weightless, oil absorbing powder, minimizes the appearance of pores, blurs imperfections, and sets makeup. Delicately hydrates skin for a natural smooth filter. And the application is applied to minimize shine. Use the included cotton puff to press powder into skin, concentrating on the T-zone area for a natural satin finish. Okay, and this is a talc-free powder. It's with mica. And yeah, you have the ingredients here, so you can pause the screen if you want to read about the ingredients. I don't want to use the puff in the container, so I'm going in with this. It's a Morphe E3 brush, so let's see how that works. So because I have a very oily skin, I will powder my face all over. And this is not scented too. It doesn't have any scent. I don't pick up any scent on this. And I'm going to set my eyelids as well. And face is powdered. And this powder as well doesn't look, it does have like this satin finish. Can you see that I do still have a nice sheen to my skin? But still I look mattified, and also I would say it does look quite blurring. So yeah, beautiful powder. For my bronzer I have the RMS Bikini Beach shade, and looks like this. It's a very beautiful shade, very beautiful for me in the summer. I can still pull it off like a few weeks, but there you have the shade. This bronzer is such a beautiful, it's like this gel formula, but it's just such a beautiful luminous bronzer, but it doesn't make you shiny. It's just like a beautiful, beautiful luminous bronzer, and it kind of blends into the skin so beautifully. Look how beautiful this blends in. So my skin is nice and bronzed up. Beautiful shade. These RMS bronzers are really, really worth the money. They are so beautiful. Okay, so now it's blush time, and I have really been looking forward to trying one of these blushes. What are the name of these blushes? It's the ReDimension Hydra Powder Blush, and I got mine in the shade Maiden's Blush, and all the shades are so beautiful. I really want to try a lot of these shades, but I have to begin somewhere, and I thought this was a nice bronzy shade, and also it's very fall appropriate, I would say, but you can of course use this all year round. But let's give this a swatch. It's like almost a bit creamy to the touch. So let's swatch this under the bronzer. So there you have it, very, very beautiful shade. So this is almost a bit like a neutral with a bit of an orangey warm undertone, but not orange, more like terracotta, I would say, warm undertone, but with the slightest sheen to it. And it is described as a lightweight, bouncy gel to powder blush that blends seamlessly for sheer multi-dimension radiance and long-lasting color. So let's try this on the cheeks. What a beautiful, it's almost like a nude shade on me. And I think I will go across the nose. What a beautiful shade. This is a perfect shade for me, and it is buildable. I have dipped in and built it up a bit for you to be able to see it. And can you see the nice radiance I have? I'm not looking very shiny or anything. It's just like this beautiful luminosity. I'm really happy to try this, and immediately I want to try more shades of these. Beautiful blush. I know I'm very late to the game with this one, but there's just so much makeup to try, so you know you can't do it all, but very beautiful. And then I have this RMS creamy highlighter, and I think it's called Magic Luminizer. And this is also like a very subtle very subtle highlighter. Can you see that? It's a very subtle. So let's put this on the cheeks. And I like to go above my eyebrow as well. And this is like a very balmy consistency, but it doesn't remove the products underneath. It just glides on, very beautiful and very subtle. So highlighter is on and my skin is just beautiful, like with this very natural, healthy radiance to it. I would almost describe it like it's very, very beautiful. I'm very happy with these products so far. For my eyes, I don't have any RMS eyeshadows, so I think I will go in with a little bit of the bronzer in my crease. Actually just all over the eyelid. And I actually think I will go in with the blush on my eyelid, just with my finger. So there, just a very subtle, easy eye look, just very beautiful for every day. Then I'm going in with the Magic Luminizer in my inner corner, also just using my pinky. So I'm going to finish up the eyes with mascara and my brows. I don't have any RMS eye mascara or brow products, so I'm just going to use my little Fenty Beauty sample in Hella Thick, a volumizing mascara. And for my brow, I'm going to use Precisely My Brow from Benefit in the shade 4. Okay, so brows are done and my mascara is on. So what I need to do now is to set my face. And I want to go in with the setting powder from RMS one more time. I couldn't bring myself to be using this one because I don't want it dirty in the packaging. But I'm going in with my Beauty Blender puff. And kind of blending it out in the hand, and then I'm just going to set my T-zone. So my T-zone is set and it does really mattify and blur in, but in a very beautiful way and not a powdery way, I would say. Or at least not a heavily powdery way. And then I'm going for a finishing spray. I'll be using this Chantecaille orange flower water. It's not a setting spray, it's more like of a face mist and it smells very beautiful, but I would like to see how this powder holds up and controls my oils throughout the day without a setting spray, just to see. And I don't have a primer on, so I just want to see how these products works on my very oily skin. Without too much help, but this I'm doing because I want to kind of take down the powdery feeling a little bit. And I do love when I have been using a face mist, just the feeling of like the powdery feeling disappears a bit, and I think it kind of blends everything together. So I love this as a last step with my makeup. And before I forget it, I also have one of the RMS legendary Serum lipsticks in the Nudes, and I pulled out 2 shades. Which one am I going to use? I think it would be this one. It's the Jayne shade. These are so beautiful to apply. They feel so comfortable. They feel like cold and wet to begin with, and then it's just for a few seconds, but it kind of, that wet feeling makes it feel like it just glides on the skin or on the lips, so nice and comfortable. So yeah, this is the shade Jayne. Very nude, beautiful shade. Okay, so let's pick up on the products we have been using. So the RMS SunCoverup Super Tint with SPF50. So I think it sits very beautiful on the skin. It melts in, it looks very natural. It is like a very comfortable, just in the middle, not too thick, not too thin of a moisturizer. So very beautiful, and it kind of blends into the skin so beautiful. So far I'm very happy with this. I have the shade Sand, but it is sheer, so if you need more of a coverage, this product is not for you. And I would also say, as I said in the review, don't rely on this for your SPF because you don't use enough. So just FYI. But very beautiful product. I'm really excited to see if this one lasts on me or doesn't glide off the skin. Very beautiful. The bronzer, I don't want to say too much about this because it's not a new product. I have the Bikini Beach shade on and it's beautiful, and I love these bronzers, and I will recommend these highly. So beautiful. And the powder, of course, it's the new one. The shade Medium, I think actually for the shades that they are definitely too light for me in the summertime. I think they're okay now, but I did have a bit of a feeling that they were just slightly too light. So maybe I could go up a shade, at least in this one. I don't know, I can't remember what the next shade was in this one, but this is the shade Medium, and I guess it's okay. It blends into the skin. It doesn't feel like a heavy powder like I would say that the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder feels much more heavy on my skin, at least. This one feels lighter, and it does give like this nice radiance to the skin. It's not too matte, even though you can see that it mattifies and kind of blurs the skin. So yeah, I'm happy. It does feel very comfortable. Of course need to wear these two throughout the day and for trying them out some more to see if they do a good job in staying on the face with me, that I have a very oily skin. So yeah, I'm curious to see how they last throughout the day, and I will of course keep you updated on that. So the other new product for me today was this blush, the Maiden's blush, and I can just say that it's just as beautiful of a product as the bronzers. So very easy and very lightweight, and kind of just glides on the skin, melts into the skin like so effortlessly. Beautiful product to work with. So yeah, I'm happy I have this, and I know I want to try some more shades. And I don't want to spend too much time on this concealer because I have already been talking about it in my last couple of videos, but it's a very beautiful concealer and it doesn't crease on me. I haven't set under my eyes, and normally throughout the makeup application I will have a lot of creasing going on, and I don't see any creasing. There's really no creasing. So the self-setting properties in this product, they do really work, and it's a beautiful concealer. And this Magic Luminizer, it's also a very beautiful product. I can also recommend this. It's very easy to work with, very beginner friendly, I would say, foolproof. You can't really go wrong with this. I have this shade. Maybe I could use maybe a shade darker. At least in the summertime, I think this was a little too light for me, but beautiful, so easy to work with, and so subtle, and like not like a beaming highlighter, but more of like a more subtle, luminous, radiant skin you get from this. And the same goes for the lipstick. I have been talking about this in several videos as well, and I just love these lipsticks, and I think that the nude shades, that's the only shades I've tried. The nude shades are beautiful all year round, very beautiful also in going into the fall. The shades are very fall friendly. So yeah, very beautiful lipstick, just glides on easily, moisturizes the lips. It's so easy to reapply. You don't even need a mirror, just reapply on the go. It's so easily. So yeah, also a beautiful product. I have really been loving all the products I have tried from RMS. I haven't tried anything that I didn't love and didn't kind of work beautiful on my skin. So very, very happy to have tried this, found this brand and tried it out. So beautiful. So yeah, there you have it. That was everything I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please feel free to subscribe and give it a thumbs up and hit the notification bell. And I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye.